Don't stop, hey, don't stop, hey. Run a man on that beat, hey. Run a man on that beat, hey. Run a man on that beat.
Are you all ready to have some fun? Okay, awesome. So the first thing I want you to do is take out your pens and your pads, because I feel like this is one of the most important panels of today. We've had so many that have given you so much advice and so many different ways to grow your business, but this one is really important as well. So let's get those pens and those pads out and make sure that we are taking notes. So, I know many of you all are out there and you're super excited to see all these beautiful ladies that are sitting on this couch right now. Can we get a round of applause for them? You're probably wondering how they got up here. But when I look at them, and when I look at how long we've been in this business and how we've stayed up here, the first thing that comes to mind is these people want to know not just how we got up here, but how we've managed to stay up here. Am I right? All right, so our hashtag for the day is going to be retain to maintain. Let's get that hashtag going right now. Retain to maintain. Because today we're going to be talking about the importance of retaining your customers. How many of you all know how important that is? All right. Well, let's get started with finding out a little bit about these beauties up here. So we'll start with you, Rockstar.
Woo! Well, first of all, before I get started, this white
excuse
couch.
me, Miss Ronnie, do you know what time it is? It's High Five 305.
So can I get a high five? Don't it feel good being loud, young and wild and a little bit crazy? Maybe more than a little bit, baby. All night. Come on, y'all, if you're looking for a good time, throw your hands up, put them in the sky, and give me a high five.
Okay. Oh, we're back.
What a party.
All righty. Everyone's like feeling good now. Okay. This white couch has been on my dream board for 3 years. And I'm really excited about that. Who else has this on your dream board? You can do it. Woo! Feels really good. I kind of want to lay on it. Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Lauren Katsmatis. I'm Ambassador Diamond from St. Louis, Missouri. Hi, guys. Woo! My husband and I thought we were living the American dream. We went to college, we got great jobs, we bought a house, we got married, we had kids. That was it. That was life. We were doing it. And then, man, 3 years ago, I was pregnant with my second son. And as an elementary school teacher, are there any educators out there? A lot of teachers. We're not in it for the money. And it's a lot of hours. It's a lot of passion. And I realized putting 2 kids through daycare is going to be really expensive. So I found this amazing business, thanks to my incredible enroller, Allie and Tanachi. And I got to work. I realized I can change my life. I can put my kids into daycare. I can go back to work. And I didn't think that I could ever afford to stay home. Has anyone felt that way? I didn't even let it go into my mind that I could stay at home with my kids, because being a teacher, you go to work. And I realized I was spending more time with other people's children than my own.
Wow.
And so I worked this business every day. I worked it before I walked into the school and after I got home. I worked it when my babies went to bed. I worked it during nap times. I didn't make excuses, and I worked full time all the way up to Presidential Diamond.
Wow.
And I realized I had the financial freedom. It gave us that money to pay for daycare, but I was missing time. I was missing those fleeting moments as my babies were growing up. And I wanted that freedom. Freedom of time has been completely priceless for us, Ronnie. I'm able to be with my kids every day, and that It Works has given us that important freedom. So we are so thankful, so excited to be here today, guys. Woo!
Can I just talk about what I love about what you just said? You said that you made time. So often I hear people in this business say, I don't have time. And what I want to ask them is, how do you have time to spend 40 hours a week building someone else's dream, but you don't have a few hours a week to build something of your own? I just want to commend you for taking that step and being a part of that 1% that said, hey, I'm going for it. Thank you. Let's go over to this beauty.
Hello, my name is Amanda Pruitt. I'm an Ambassador Diamond from Orlando, Florida. And 3 years ago, I was just getting started in this business. I was a police officer home on maternity leave. We had 2 small babies, and my husband was firefighting. And, we just needed $500. How many of you guys just needed $500? Almost all of us. And you guys have heard stories all day, but I think it's really important. And one thing I wanted to tell you about my story is that I joined this and I did nothing for 2 months. And I think that's really important, because how many of you guys, you made it here, but you really haven't done anything with your business? You have not committed to going all in. Maybe by now you have, after yesterday. But I didn't understand. And I thought, even the moment I got to my first event, I thought the people up on stage, they weren't like me. Maybe they were born with money. Maybe they had some secret sauce. And I listened to them. And what I want you guys to know is that I'm just like you. I've been on food stamps. I had government assistance for our insurance. We couldn't afford groceries. I was an extreme couponer, like super, super extreme. Like, my family made fun of me. But that's how we were able to put food on the table. Being public servants, you don't do it for the money, like you said. So fast forward, my husband, it's because of him that I am sitting here. I wanted to quit. I almost gave up on this business before I even started. So, hey, babe, thank you. And if you guys have supported spouses and they're here, give them a hand. Give them a hand.
Shout out to my husband, Dario. He's out there somewhere. Thank you, baby.
Yes, thank you. We love you guys. So 13 months later, here I am, Ambassador Diamond. So if I can sit here, I came from way up there in the bleachers. And 3 months later, I was sitting on the floor in VIP. So you guys can do this.
Yeah. When I heard your story, I was really blown away, just because when I found out that you were a police officer, I was like, wow, like, she's a bad girl, And then I was like, wow, she went from fighting crime to fighting fat, How cool is that? How cool is that? So for all of you all out there that think that you have to fit in a certain type of bubble to do this, I just want you to know, like, hey, look at her. She did it, All right, let's go to this Barbie doll over here, because I absolutely love her. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Brianna Swindoll, and thank you. I am from Washington State, and whoop, yeah. I've been in the business for 5 years now. I'm a mom of 3. I'm gonna try not to get emotional. It happens. Dang it. I'm so yellow. Where are yellows at? Yeah. Okay. Woo. So yeah. When I started this, I had to leave a job that I loved, that I went to school for. I worked in an orthodontic office, and I just got pregnant with twins, and it was quite the surprise. Yep, twin moms, hey. But I couldn't go back to work because daycare for 2 newborns and another child was $2,500 a month, 3 days a week. So there went that job, right? Things started to get tough for our family. My husband, who's out there, he was working, 70 hours a week. And here I am with these 4-month-old babies and a 4-year-old, and it was tough. I really didn't have interest in this business, to be honest. My mom did, and she said, we need to get you $500 a month. And I said, no way, not that way. And I overcomplicated, and I thought, what can I do? Where can I go work that I can work in the middle of the night, get off early, get home, so James could go to work and we can figure this out. I guess she was just done with me calling her at all hours of the night, freaking out. And she said, no, we're going to do this. And so I said, okay. So we signed me up, tried my wraps, and, things just really started to change for our family. I just want to tell you guys that are afraid, that think that you're selling instead of sharing, you guys can do this. I used to work at Starbucks, and I used to laugh because I could not upsell that slice of lemon pound cake to save my life. I didn't want to do it. It scared me, so this terrified me. But you guys, I decided that this is what was going to change my life. I saw that it was changing my mom's life, so I was determined, and I literally nursed my way on my iPhone to Double Diamond in 6 months while my husband was working overtime. Yes. So, you can do it. You just have to go for it, and you just have to decide that it's worth it and that you're worth it, and there is no obstacle that's going to get in your way. Nothing was going to stop me. I didn't have internet. We had one car. We were on food stamps, and we were on WIC. But you know what? I had an iPhone in my hand, and I had 2 free hands a few times a day, especially at night when other moms are online, and I decided to run with it. Now, we've been a full-time stay-at-home family for the last 3 years. It's amazing. Yep. We are just so thankful. Our lives are so different. We're able to, pay cash for things, come to events like this. You guys, we got married at green carpet, for goodness sake, right? Yeah, we brought the whole family. All of our best friends were there, so why not get married right there on the white sand? It was amazing.
Wow. And the thing that really just kind of stood out to me with that story was that you are that yellow. And so many people have those friends. How many of you all have those friends that are yellows and you're like, I just don't know if they can do this because they're so shy? How many of you all have those friends? Let me see a raise of hands. But you want to tell them about this business. And I think the important thing is to make sure that you don't just write those people off, that you show them that they can work this business via social media, taking those small steps and really getting out there, because there is a such thing as success for introverts. My friend TC, she's an introvert, and she totally has used this business as a way to come out of her shell. All right, so let's get this party started. We know that you guys need what we have. So we're going to start this retain to maintain. Let me hear you all say it on the count of 3. I want to hear you say retain to maintain, because this needs to stick in your head, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Retain to maintain.
Because let's be honest, you look up, you're Ruby, you turn around, you're freaking distributor sometimes. You're like, what happened? Where did it all go? Come on, can I get an amen? Praise the Lord. Let's be honest. You call your sponsor. You're like, I remember my best friend called me one day. She's like, where did all my BVs go? And I'm like, your BVs? But it was actually just the beginning of the month, so everything zeroes out. But sorry, Leela. But it happens. So we're going to keep it real. You all know that I love to keep it real, right? Real talk, Ronnie. Let's be honest. How many of you all are actually reaching out to your customers after you get them? Because it's so easy to get customers, but the most important thing is retaining the customers. So we all need to So we're going to get down and dirty, because we know that you all aren't calling them after you sign them up. Are you sending them emails? Are you reaching back out to them? Are you letting them know that you're still doing the business? Most of your customers haven't heard from you since BC time. They don't even know you're still doing this. They don't even know you're an active distributor. They need to know that you are still living this black, green, and bling lifestyle. So let's take it on over to you. What are some of the things that you are doing to keep your customers around?
Okay, so get your papers and pens ready. Everybody ready? Okay, we're gonna go through these amazing tips to keep those loyal customers, because loyal customers are the lifeblood of our organization. I think sometimes we get wrapped up in distributors and our teams, and like you said, the volume. We need to be taking care of those loyal customers. Communication is key. So as a teacher, I really like organization communication, and I run my business the exact same way. So it's important that they know this is a lifetime program. This is not a 90-day program. It's not just 3 months, okay? So it's important that they know that this is going to get them their discount forever. Okay, so what I do right away, when I sign up a loyal customer, I immediately put them in my tracking system. So whatever your system is, for me, I use a Google spreadsheet, so it's always on my phone. I can take it anywhere, and I put their name, their email address, their auto ship date, and what they ordered.
Yep. So write that down, guys.
So you need to be tracking.
Spreadsheet.
That's so, so important. Send a thank you right away. I personally will send an email immediately with instructions on how to use the product. I give tips, so if they're using greens, I'm going to tell them how I like to take the greens. If they're, getting the wraps, then I'm sending a video on how to wrap, because we want them to have their best results. And you want to teach them how to navigate through their accounts as well. They can log in, they can change their e-suite, they can give you permission to help change their orders. So we want to make sure that they know how to do that. And I also make sure to put a catalog in the mail. A lot of us are using social media to enroll our loyal customers, and if they're signing up on a Hair, Skin, Nails 90-day challenge, they don't know they need the greens. They don't know that we have a cleanse for them. They don't know about all the other amazing products that we have to offer. So put a catalog in the mail. Circle your favorite products. That's what I do. I'll put like arrows and smiley faces with maybe 5, 6 of my favorite products, and just get that out right away.
What about you, Amanda?
So my love language is gift giving outside of the business.
I love you.
And Ronnie already gave me her Christmas list. That's kind of carried over into my team, but also my loyal customers, because you guys have to remember, we are in a relationship business. We are not signing up a customer and forgetting them. How many times have you ordered something to support a friend? How would you feel if you made an order and bye? You never hear from them again. So for me, I'm all about being very personal and having these relationships. And I'm not so much the organized. I am very red, green. This is my green friend right here. I don't have spreadsheets and all of that. So right away, within the first 2 days, I want to get a thank you card in the mail, not email. I prefer to do a handwritten card. You can get them in the dollar section at Target. I know y'all go to Target. And also the Dollar Tree. I mean, these thank you cards are very cheap. So take the time to write them. Write their name. Tell them you really appreciate them supporting you. And that's huge for me. Also, getting things out in the mail as far as samples. I tell my new distributors I don't want them spending a lot of money right away. So this tip might be for if you've been in for a little while. But when we came out with WOW, we have the new greens were formulated. I got samples in the mail to my customers because I wanted them to first know I appreciate them. And second, chances are if they try a product, they're going to want to order it. And also new catalogs. When we come out with new catalogs, I get one of those in the mail to them as well, because there's something about holding on to a catalog versus, oh, here's my website, go look at it, right? And as far as spreadsheets, it's so important to keep track of your customers, especially the way our systems work, right? You sign up a customer and they get lost. And you're a rock star and you don't know how many customers you've signed. You can't keep track of them. Well, I don't do Google. That's awesome. Maybe Lauren can teach me. Guys, you take a sheet of paper from your printer, get a ruler, and write 3 columns. So their name, where they are on your organization, and the date they signed up. That's what you need to know. So go back, even if you have to go back through your old emails, your welcome customer emails, have a list of all of their names so you can reach out to each and every one of them. You know what? When I joined, I didn't do this. I had to go back for 3 months worth, and I took the time to either text message them or email them and say, I'm so sorry. I was very overwhelmed as a new distributor. I didn't know I should take the time to introduce myself. A lot of them were from my social media, cold market. I didn't know them. And they appreciated that. Like, oh, it's okay. We all learn. You all start somewhere. So even if you've been in for 2 years and you haven't been doing this, you might need to go buy 5 packs of thank you cards. But you can start now. It's not too late to start taking care of your customers.
Love it. All right, sweetie, what are you doing? Because we know that the way you do things are just a little different, but it's absolutely amazing. You were sharing some of your tips with me. So tell everybody the secret sauce that is really helping you grow and maintain those customers.
Okay, so I am very much so an online business builder. So I believe so much in friendship And with my loyal customers, I kind of start off with them almost like when you start off with a distributor. So I'm setting myself up for success for follow-up before I even sign them. I want to know about them. I want to know, where do you live? Do you have kids? What are your goals? If they send me a message about hair, skin, and nails, I ask them what their goals are because, well, I guess hair, skin, and nails might not have been the best example because they want that for their hair probably, but let's say wraps, okay? But their main goal is to lose weight, right? So I'm gonna say, oh, actually, let me suggest this to you. You have to set yourself up. You don't want them to order something that they just saw on your page, right? So ask the questions, don't be afraid, and get to know them because then you're not just a month later or whatever when you're following up with them, you're not just saying, hey, are you liking your product? You can follow up in between and say, hey, how's your kiddo doing? Hey, what's going on here? Whatever it is, you have to get to know them. It makes your life so much easier. And if you start that in the beginning, it's not going to be awkward when you feel you need to go in and follow up with them. For tracking my customers, same thing. I just do it on my phone. If you have an iPhone, you get the email notification that you signed a loyal customer, and you can actually swipe left, and then a little box is going to pop up, and you can flag that email, so it's going to turn it yellow. And then when you go to your inbox, you click and you click on the flagged inbox, and then they all pop up right there. So that's super easy access.
I love that.
You click the email, pops up, you have their ID number, you can plug it right into your eSuite, you have their email, everything you need, and there you go.
Wow, I absolutely love that. So one of the things that I'm actually doing, and I got this from one of my ambassador diamonds, Arena Tyler, is customer appreciation events. Have you all ever done a party? I like to turn everything into a party kind of. So we started doing customer appreciation parties, and our customers absolutely love them. So try that, guys. All right, what else are you doing?
Okay, so when there's amazing new announcements that are coming out, maybe a new product, a BOGO, a boom sale, we want to make sure that we are reaching out to anyone who's ever been a loyal customer before. It's very important that you take care of your customers. You could do it individual emails, but you also could send out a mass email to lots of people at the same time. So what I will do is, a mass email, you just put their email addresses in that BCC column. You just cut and paste from Google spreadsheet. Doesn't take too long, Amanda. And you're going to send out that important announcement because we always have those exciting things going on with It Works. I always send individual messages and thank yous. Month 1, a thank you and how to use the product. Month 2, I check in to see how they're loving their products and give recommendations for other products that they might enjoy. And then month 3, I'm going to explain perk points. Guys, this is so important. People are just wasting money if they don't know about this program. They're getting free products. Raise your hand if you make sure that you always tell your customers about perk points. We need to let them know they're going to get free stuff. Who doesn't love free stuff? Okay? And then you're going to want to suggest the business, the opportunity. They need to know it. They're telling their friends they love their hair, skin, nails. They love their results. They love what they've got going on. They're telling people about it anyways. They might as well join your team. Loyal customers become fantastic distributors because they already have their results. Just remember, guys, communication is key. So whether you're reaching out, for giving them holiday cards, or maybe once they've done 3, 4, 5 months, you're going to send a $5 Starbucks gift card. Something to just keep in touch with those loyal customers because they are your lifetime customers.
Love it.
So back to relationships, as soon as I sign a customer over on Facebook, I will put them in a customer list. So utilizing Facebook lists are very, very important to your business because, again, you don't ever want a customer to feel like you just became their friend, especially if they're from your cold market. You just became their friend for a sale. So I make sure that I go directly to my loyal customer list on Facebook and engage with them. I'm commenting on their pictures. I'm getting to know them. I'm seeing their children grow up. So building a relationship with your customers and ask them to help you. For the most part, guys, people in this world are genuine, they're kind, and they want to help. Wow. People want to know that they're supporting you. I have my customers, they know that the reason I'm up here today is because of them, because our customers are the heartbeat of our business. So ask them to host an online party for you. Maybe they're not interested in the business, they love the products, ask them, host an in-person party. If your customers are local to you, they have friends, and they like to know that they're helping support you. And if you don't ask, it's always going to be no. And lastly, on month 3, you guys should be talking to them every month, you know, whether it's through email or texting. Make sure you're talking to them. I try to get my customers on a Zoom. I love doing Zoom. I love doing face-to-face on month 3. First, I want to know, how did the results go? How did you like the products? What product would you like to try next? And they have 2 choices at month 3. They're either going to sign up and join my team as a distributor, or we're going to continue ordering on month 4. This is not a 3-month program. So that's super, super important. Ask. If you do not ask your customers to join your team, they never will. Someone else will ask them.
I love that. And last but not least,
Well, I was kind of going to say the same thing. The Facebook lists are so important. I do the same thing since I'm all online all the time. I interact with them all the time, commenting. If I have a question about something, I was looking for my dress here. Well, I'm going to go to my loyal customer list, and I'm going to message them and say, hey, I'm going to this event. This is so exciting. Can you help me out? You know, I see all your great posts. And then they respond to me, so I'm always in front of them. It's a friendship thing, you guys. Stay there, be present, because they're just important as your distributors in your business.
yes. So guys, what I want you all to do is go ahead and get this hashtag going on Facebook, going on Instagram. I want to see this thing floating everywhere. Retain to maintain. Let me hear you all say it one more time. 1, 2, 3. I want to see one thing that you learned from this amazing panel. And guys, let's be serious. You want to get to diamond, you want to get to triple diamond, you want to get to ambassador. But in life and in success, it's not about getting there. It's truly about staying there. And we want you all to take these tools that you've learned today, go home and apply them so you can make sure that you are. All right, guys, thanks for having some fun with us. Let's make some noise.